often you come in for labs, and when we send the lab results to you, they look like a bunch of nonsensical numbers and values that you don't understand. So today I wanted to explain what lab values mean and the labs that you probably will get. There's certain labs that we do often, and so let's go over the most common labs. The first lab that you might see is on the top says CBC, and a CBC includes different components. It has a white blood cell count, which is the WBC, and those are your white blood cells. They can be elevated with infection, leukemias, lymphomas, those type of issues. Going down to the bottom of that box right there, you'll also notice that there's neutrophils, lymphocytes, monocytes, eosinophils, and basophils. Those are the 5 different types of white blood cells, and you'll notice that those numbers add up to 100. So that's called a differential. It tells you the different types of white blood cells, and if they're skewed to one or the other, it's really okay. There'll be fluctuations in that from day to day, but if it's significant, then of course you won't be watching this video, you'll be getting a call. The next numbers down are hemoglobin and hematocrit. Those are your red blood cell counts. If your hemoglobin's low and your hematocrit's low, you're anemic. Different causes for anemia, most common is iron. The other number that I'd like you to focus on the WBC is the platelet count. The platelet count's kind of the glue of the system. Platelets are the things that cause clotting. So those are, again, normally normal, and there's a wide range. So if your platelets are a little off range, again, don't be worried. We do have values that are considered normally abnormal, so there's going to be a range. So if your range is out of, if your values are out of range, it doesn't necessarily mean it's something significantly bad. Coming down to the comprehensive metabolic panel, that's the next whole box there. You'll see your glucose in the middle of the page. That is your blood sugar. So your blood sugar could be elevated with diabetes. Blood sugar that's fasting that's greater than 126 is the diagnosis of diabetes. Coming up to the top of the page, sodium, potassium, chloride, and then coming down, calcium. Those are all your electrolytes. You also have right below glucose what's called urea, nitrogen, and creatinine. That's your kidney function. So how well your kidneys filter, they filter these substances out. They'll be elevated if your kidneys aren't functioning well. Then toward the bottom of the page, AST, ALT, ALK, phos, those are your liver enzymes. Many different reasons for elevated liver function tests, but those are your liver enzymes. It can be as simple as dehydration, it could be more significant, or it could be extra high protein meal, or even just taking Tylenol the night before. Cholesterol is under the lipid panel, and you'll see your total cholesterol of number there. But what we look at on cholesterol is, under the cholesterol panel, is your HDL and LDL. So your LDL is your bad cholesterol, and your HDL is your good cholesterol. So your LDL you can decrease somewhat by weight loss and diet. HDL is most improved with exercise. So if you want to increase your good cholesterol with exercise, lower your bad cholesterol with diet and weight loss. And then the last, and then onto your triglycerides, those are 3 sugar molecules put together in a chain. If your triglycerides are high, then you really want to focus on your diet, focus on things that are simple sugars, cakes, cookies, candies, pop, things that are white bread, white rice, potatoes, and pasta, and then also focus on alcohol consumption, and that can raise your triglycerides. The very last number on this that's a very common lab is your TSH, or thyroid stimulating hormone. Your thyroid stimulating hormone is a substance that's released by the pituitary and can stimulate your thyroid. It'll be high if it feels your thyroid is low, so it's an inverse relationship. So those are some of the labs that we commonly send you on patient portal, and it's kind of nice sometimes to know what they mean. Of course, you're always welcome to give us a call. We'll explain further. Thank you.